Greetings, my beautiful kings and queens, of you stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Let's get into it. Peace, family, and welcome back to my channel. We're going to continue in here with this Bethany and Larry storyline. Bethany tells Larry that Brooke might be doing the grown up. Saying bumping ugly, so to speak, doing the horizontal mambo, as they say. Okay. Um but I always thought bumping uglies was the funniest thing. But anyway, yeah, how's Larry gonna feel about this conversation? You know he gonna be teed off of her. Cause he gonna think you thinking the worst about my baby girl. What is wrong with you? Get out of my face. Get out of my garage, Bethany. Go. Let's get it in.
Hey.
Hey.
Something's weighing on me. I had to talk to you about Brooke.
What's going on, bro?
Well, I had a conversation with her in the kitchen.
Okay.
And about, I know Isaiah's not going to college and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a feeling that she and Isaiah are bumping uglies.
See?
What?
Didn't I tell you bumping uglies?
That,
I knew they were gonna use
they're
that.
in the bedroom doing things they shouldn't be doing.
Bumping uglies.
Hi.
I'm,
Please explain to me why you drew that conclusion.
when you have an intuition about something and you just like it's eating at you.
Yeah, okay. You got an intuition. Okay. First of all, it's funny because yes, it has happened. But the thing is, to draw that conclusion from him not wanting to go to college can be several things going through this young man's mind. Fears, being away from his mom. Not like he explained, he don't have no family there. He looking for his support. Going, he probably nervous for college because he didn't even really want to. I don't even think Isaiah wanted to go to college like that. And he could be close to his mom and go to community college still. It's Brooke that put that pressure on him. Brooke wanted him to follow her, and because they have been doing something, he wanted to stay close to her so he can keep doing that away from supervision of her parents. So it's not saying that she is totally wrong and her intuition is off all the way, but there's no Isaiah's not even given that. That's not the conclusion she should have drawn. That's not the situation. How she got to that is so wild. Um and has nothing to do with that. He already had an explanation to that, and it makes viable sense. Why she want to think something like that is crazy, but that's what's going to piss Larry off because it is not connecting. Like, why would you think the two? You have no other clue to that. First of all, there was other clues before that y'all, that ship has sailed when all the stuff was going on. Larry, Shar and them went to New Orleans and the pregnancy test and all that. Nothing was discovered from that. Nothing was discovered out of that. Nothing with the conversation, the whole pregnancy skit. Nobody found out anything. Shara, I guess she don't have no camera or anything in her house, but when she was at work and they was doing it, nothing. That ball fell through. It even fell through when it came. They dropped the ball on that. They dropped the ball on the whole Puerto Rico thing. She never found. It's a few things in the storyline they dropped the ball on, which is frustrating to me. Outside of Delicia and Iman and Shayla and all that, it seemed like they dropping the ball on that storyline too. I hate when they bring in new things, but we never got closure on other things in the storyline. That's a disappointing part because now we got Dave's family. We got Dave, ex-girlfriend. That's another storyline in LA or whatever that seemed to be brewing. It's just stuff they start without finishing other things that we've been dying to see. Even when Lauren came in and now the Florida people over there, King and all that. But we never got any more with being discovered with Imana and Delicia. I just don't like that about the skits when they don't close the door on things or they drag it too long where it becomes a disinterest.
And you just know in your gut something's happening. That's what I'm feeling. And I tried to ask about it.
You asked her?
And yeah,
Come on, Bethany, you can't do that.
Well, first it was just to try and approach the subject of, I'm sorry that things are sad and blah, blah, blah. But the way she was coming off was real defensive, and it was No, I was trying to be nice. And I just told her because I didn't approve of Isaiah. I felt like maybe he was trying to get her cookie, and that's
ain't
what
got
I
the
feel.
cookie, child.
I'm pretty sure that's what he got.
Just because you don't approve of Isaiah don't mean you have the right to go ask Brooke, are they having sex?
No, I approached it in a much nicer way than that.
How,
Okay.
well, how nice?
I asked her and told her I thought his intentions were that he wanted to get in her britches.
That's
Well, is that a wrong thing to say as a stepmother who practically raised her when Shara wasn't there? And when it comes into these things as a little girl, even though her mother is there to discuss those things now, is it so far fetched and wrong for Bethany to say, "What's the situation? You going off to college now? How have you and Isaiah ever been intimate?" Because there's some, some things that before you go off to school that you should know. There's certain things about yourself that I want, to try to preserve for as long as you can, protecting yourself. I know this is a conversation that you probably will have from your mom, but as your stepmom who, loves you and cares for you and been there for you, you know, um, it's just a way to put things without saying, y'all was bumping uglies, and I think he would have, how Bethany come out with things. It's a softer, more easier way she could approach that would have been easier for Brooke probably to swallow, but still maintain her boundaries because she does have her mom to talk to this stuff about, even though she don't respect Shara at all. She wish she didn't exist, but still, just not the way she put it.
one thing, but did you ask her, are they have...
That's how I said it. I told her that I thought that that's what he wanted, and now, maybe if he had gotten it, now, I don't know. I feel like they're doing something they shouldn't. I'm worried.
You don't have proof.
No,
I don't.
you really
And
don't.
you approached
You
Brooke
really don't.
about sex.
I approached
And
her.
again,
They gave you no reason to think they having sex
Again,
now.
you left the conversation out. Me out of the conversation.
I'm telling you now, it turned
It's too
into
late
that.
because now
Turned into
she's
that.
walking around thinking that, you and her, that you believe her and Isaiah having sex.
I didn't say it outright. I asked her.
Oh, Bethany, you can't keep doing that. I told you, oh no, you gotta
There's
come
no
to me
care about what
first.
you're saying.
If there's something you were feeling about, you could have said Larry, like right now. But now you put the cart before the
So
horse.
I wasn't gonna just stop in the middle. Okay, excuse me just a moment. Let me go talk and be a robot.
Or
I'm
not
gonna
even
do
say
that.
anything until you come to me, Larry. There's something I want to talk to you about. I think Brooke and Isaiah having sex.
But
I want to talk to her about
it didn't
it.
even turn into that until the end of the conversation. That's what I'm saying. I went to her and I was worried about her because of how she had been at dinner and all that stuff about she just been acting off. You know that.
Okay,
And so
acting
when
off is one thing, but that doesn't mean she's having sex.
I'm telling you now, I feel like they are. Okay? I'm
And now she knows. She
What,
knows
that I have a feeling that they
yes.
are? Okay,
And
right.
I'm secondhand again. And then you know what's going to happen? Here we go again. She's going to miss her to her mama. Here come her mama, storm up the driveway.
She always storms up the driveway.
It doesn't matter. I'm
Always.
trying. It doesn't because of what you did. Listen.
Because I approached her as her stepmother with concern.
Stop saying the whole stepmother bit, Bethany.
I have to remind
Okay,
you.
you're not the only parent.
I agree.
Okay, we are the parents too.
I agree, but
and
you're not going to
can't-
dictate every single verb of
you
every
are
conversation.
Dictating. You are dictating the conversation.
I'm a parent. I can
Bethany,
do that.
Are you a control freak?
Sometimes.
Yep.
Okay, thank you for admitting that.
And that's
because
what-
it's
what Brooke
it's
has
either
turned into.
It's your way or no other way.
No, that's not true.
You just proved you're a control
No,
freak.
I told you the conversation steered into that.
No, you wanted to go steered into that. You
No,
had this.
the way she was. At the beginning, I was like, I'm really sorry. I heard that was going to happen, or that happened, and I'm sorry about that. And I said, does that have anything to do with dinner? Blah, blah, blah. And when she got real defensive, and the way she was acting, it was like the light bulb clicked on. And I went, I wonder if that's the reason.
Well, you should have turned the light bulb off.
Yeah, turn light bulb
You
off.
can't.
It was when she said, "Well, whether we had sex or not, or did he did get it or didn't, it's none of your business." When Brooke said that, that's when the switch came off. And then she said, "I don't even feel comfortable having this conversation with you." It would make you think like, "Dad, did I just hit a nerve?" Because in actuality, you did. Because at that point, Brooke did want to get up because she was getting too close to what actually happened, what they have been covering up and got away with all this time. So I don't know if they may have, Chase may be inputting this in the conversation and bringing up the whole sex thing because it's about to be discovered before she go to school. Something may happen where this may just be a hint of them becoming aware that Brooke is not a virgin, because this is something that they don't know about. And a lot of times our parents don't know most of the time when we lost our virginity, unless we were just that close to tell everything to our parents like that. For the most part, our relationships are not that well. At least it wasn't at the time with me. I didn't let my parents know when that happened. She discovered, I guess just assumed maybe that I was sexually active. My aunt spoke to me about contraceptives, not my mom, but that they don't know exactly when. She don't know exactly when. Never told her. So normally that's how it is. But something just telling me it may be discovered. That's why it's coming up now.
Click, it's off.
No, that's not
Bethany,
the way it goes.
listen.
You don't do that in conversations. So
I don't ask my daughter why she's having sex because I'm assuming something, especially not with the other parents available.
Right.
You make it hard for me to just want to just keep the communication open with you.
you should be happy that I'm this.
I'm not
concerned.
happy. I am not.
Okay,
'Cause
well, when
you just-
she winds up pregnant, because I tried, I have tried.
She was always
I've
scared.
tried
She was
numerous times to be a
You
almost.
know what? Okay. Oh my God. You just can't just stop doing things.
Well, I'm coming to you now, and I'm
Too
sorry.
late.
It's an intuition.
It's too late.
It's too
So
late.
now
You're right. It might be too late.
I'm
You're
gonna-
right.
let me finish.
She
Now-
might be too late on her cycle. You never know.
Ah.
Bethany, see how you are? You are really something else. Please let me finish this garage because I'm hot. Now I'm pissed off.
Hey,
So
need some kitty litter right there.
Bethany, get the hell out of this garage.
Bethany, get the hell out of this garage because I'm hot and tired and you pissing me off. Larry, buddy, that came out of nowhere. Get the hell out of this garage. Lord, they are funny. But anyway, yeah, they already had that pregnancy scare, Bethany. That part was true. She was scared, but y'all too late on that one. I think Larry is so that's his little girl. And God forbid you think that my little girl is having sex. That's something that he don't even want to think about. That's something he would practically probably want to unalive Isaiah, just the fact that he did that with his daughter. He a father. And so that, I think that's setting him off just even thinking about they did something like that. So he don't want to think about it. But there was no reason to question her for that because he's not even thinking that way. But in all actuality, being 18, you would think that he would have had that conversation with her because she's going away to school. They not even curious. He's not even curious of whether or not they might have did something now because they're closer. They always out. But he's not assuming anything. He's trying to think the best of her unless he had like some kind of inkling that something may be going on and he don't have that. But Bethany gonna always pry and figure out something. So let me know what y'all think about this conversation. Do you think Bethany went too far? Do you think she should have left that alone for Shara and Larry? Or as a stepmom, like he can't control every little word that she says to Brooke. She just has to watch how she puts it, not try to be so evasive and cross boundaries when she has a mom to have those conversations with. But as a stepmother who loves her and is concerned about her and has helped to raise her, um, I think to a certain extent she has a right to, just have some concerns. Why wouldn't she have a concern? If you love someone, you're gonna be concerned about them, especially if you see them as a child and as your stepdaughter. Um, to have certain conversations. I just think she has to watch how far those conversations go. Because she does have Shar and Larry. They are in the picture. Okay, let me know what y'all think. They funny. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace and have a blessed day. Wonderful day on purpose. Okay, let no one steal your joy. And remember, you are enough. Live your life authentically and live the life you deserve. Peace, and we out.